they used to show videos in school.
Oh yeah, I remember those educational ones, right?
Yeah, to teach children about dating. That's what they used to do. And this one dates back to 1949. I wanted to get your thoughts on it here.
Okay.
How do you choose a date? Whose company would you enjoy? Well, one thing you can consider is looks. Woody thought of Janice and how good-looking she was.
Is Janice good looking there, Greg?
I'm gonna boner.
I would take that as a yes from you.
You'd really have to rate to date somebody like her. Yes, he'd enjoy that. Except, well, it's too bad Janice always acts so superior and bored.
She's a stuck-up bitch. That's a stuck-up bitch. You see her face?
Yeah,
She's a stuck-up bitch. She's like,
I dare this guy come up to me. Doesn't he know
Yeah.
who I am?
yeah, don't mess with that bitch.
She'd make a fellow feel awkward and inferior.
So the lesson that's being taught there to ladies, any ladies that are out there watching, just so you know, all right, remember, Greg's already pointed out, you got to tune in to Talk About It to get advice on how to be a woman.
Yeah.
You had the perfect wife video earlier. I showed you mine where you got to be silly too. Don't be a stuck-up bitch.
Bitch.
That's Kamala.
Let's get, and don't be her either. Here we go.
Well, perhaps someone who doesn't feel superior. There's Betty. And yet, it just doesn't seem as if
Betty.
she'd be much fun.
Betty seems boring.
Well, let's see. Let's let it play out. Maybe she just.
What about
Yep, Betty's done. She was boring.
Betty's
like I
gone.
said,
Wow, that
he
was
got rid
quick.
of her. Ladies, don't be boring. Here you go. Let's hear about her.
Anne? She knows how to have a good time and how to make the fellow with her relax, have fun too.
She knows how. I mean,
Yes, that's what a
You
boy
can tackle
likes.
that cotton
He
candy.
wants to know he's appreciated.
yeah.
You're gonna shove the whole
And
thing in
would
her
be
mouth,
fun on a
and
date.
he's gonna ask her to
seems-
marry him.
How do you ask for a date?
All right. How do you ask for a date? All right. So okay, he decided which one he wants. Which one he wants. All right. All right.
Okay. What do you want?
So now he's got to ask her for a date. All right. All right. Let's see if he does it right. Let's see which one works.
What about this?
Ian? Well, how about a date? Well, I mean...
Oh, really? No thanks, Woody.
All right. So guys, don't be a bitch. All right.
No, guys, don't be a bitch.
Yes, guys, don't be a bitch. Don't call up a lady asking like that. You know, how about a date?
I'm asking for a friend, not for me. Bye. Click. My friend wanted me to ask for him.
Now we got Lair Bear in the chat saying that Betty puts out.
Hey.
Lair Bear, you might be right.
Yes.
You might be right, but we didn't get enough information on Betty because she was boring.
That puts her from a 5 to a 7 if she does. If we're gonna rate on scale 1 to 10, right?
Agreed.
I talk.
Agreed. Agreed. All right. Let's see if this kid gets it right though.
Well, suppose he did it this way.
Hi, Ann. What you doing Saturday night?
Well, I guess I'm busy.
Oh, yeah? Any chance of giving him the brush off for me?
Well,
What'd he
of
say?
all the nerve.
What did he say?
She said, "I guess I'm busy." He said, "Any chance you give him the brush off for me?" So he straight up assumed that she's busy because she's going out with someone else. I mean, it's not necessarily something wrong to assume if you're going after an attractive girl, but you might not want to go at it that way. Honestly, I don't think the way he approached that was that bad. He probably just should have said, said, "Hey, how about we go out Friday night?" And then, it's not bad. I feel like this chick, Anne, is overreacting in this. The nerve. I don't know. All right, let's see if he gets it right.
Well, is there another way?
Ann, this is Woody. Well,
Woody.
I have a ticket for the High Teen Carnival Saturday, and, well, would you like to go?
Why, yes, Woody. I'll have to talk to my folks about it, but I think I can go. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
shall I
maybe.
pick you up about 8 o'clock?
That's fine, Woody. 8 o'clock Saturday. I think it'll be all right, but I'll let you know for sure. Bye.
All right, Woody. No. 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 Don't ask that way. Don't ask that way. They taught this shit, Greg. Now, I get it. They're trying to teach men to be nice young men, but
Yes,
you
yes,
ain't.
gentlemen. They're trying to teach you to be gentlemen, but be, to the point to where their objectives will be met by getting a date.
Exactly. And I can appreciate teaching men to be, these boys
Right.
to be nice young men. I can appreciate that. One suggestion that I will make to any young man out there is if
Take
you
your shirt
want
off.
if
when
you
you
want to
ask.
learn if you
I got my
wanna,
wife.
Listen, I say it all the time. Parents, most especially, you want your boys to be gentlemen.
Yes.
Don't let them listen to any of that gangster rap shit. Hell, they might even be into the hip hop. Don't let them listen or the rock music. That's encourage them to listen to country music. Country music teaches a guy how to treat a lady without being a bitch. Woody's a little bitch.
Yeah, Woody is. Woody is.
Woody's a little bitch.
Is that the end of the video?
It's not. We got a little more. We got a
Keep
little more.
going. This is good.
Here we go. We got. So it's actually like a 12-minute long video, but I cut out all the BS.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're at the end,
Mhm.
and it's the end of the date. Here we
Okay.
go.
A date with Woody. Saturday.
She wouldn't be saying that, Woody. I
Well,
want you to
it's
know
the
that.
time Anne had set for getting home.
Uh-oh.
And now, good night. The end of a perfect evening. But how do you say good night?
All right. I want everyone to comment below.
How you say
How
goodnight?
do you say goodnight? I want to know how you say goodnight. You just had an awesome date with this chick that knows how to eat cotton candy better than anyone you've ever seen eat cotton candy before.
Yep.
How do you say goodnight to this chick? I
You know
want to
what?
know. Let me know.
If she was an English chick, this is how she'd probably say goodnight.
You must have had to beat off a lot of American men.
Just say.
She was an English chick, but we're talking about Anne here, the cotton
we're talking
candy
about-
eater,
Yeah, this is wholesome American Pie girls from the 50s. Yes.
who really knows how to eat cotton candy.
Who knows how to?
Just put it in your mouth and swallow it and pretend like you like it.
But I think she liked it though. She looked like she enjoyed that cotton candy.
Just to remind everybody, it is Good Friday. All right. So before we continue, we got Ted Williams Frozen Head saying, I use the same name when I call chicks. Old Woody.
Woody, yeah.
All right, and we got Lair Bear. He says, if she says no, he should say to her, "What's wrong? Don't you like hamburgers?"
What? I don't get that one.
I don't know what she's saying no to. Maybe Lair Bear wants to elaborate on that for us. But
If she said no, this is what I would say to her. You ready?
yeah.
You can make daddy a sandwich.
That's what I'd say. Make that.
Oh! I see. He said this. This is
All
if she says no to this. He says he needs to ask her if she wants to go get a hamburger, and if she says no, ask her what's wrong. You don't like hamburgers? Okay. I can get that. And Larry Bear, good job. Good job on not. Good job on not being a little bitch. Because so far Woody's being a little bitch.
Yeah, Woody is. Okay.
All right. Here we go. Let's see if he knows how to say goodnight.
Perhaps.
Don't,
There you
please.
That is how you do it.
That's how
Don't listen to this video. This video is wrong. That is how you do it.
But the hands, I mean, you get you hug. You don't like go like you're gonna strangle her. Like reverse that. Look, he looks like he's gonna strangle her. The way he lunges at her. I'm like, what the?
He did. Now we got World Rockumentary in chat saying go in for the makeout and whisper goodnight in her ear.
Oh, that's player. That's player. I like that.
Okay. So he went in like he was gonna strangle her, like Greg said. Okay, so he probably shouldn't went in like he was gonna strangle her.
Right.
But he definitely went in for the kiss. And that's it, guys. Go in for the kiss. Don't listen to this Me Too bullshit. Go in for the kiss.
Yeah.
Girls want you to go for the kiss.
Don't ask for consent.
That's kind of a baller move that World Rockumentary is going for. He's just going right in for the kiss.
He's just trying to be smooth operator. And I respect that. I respect that game. Smooth operator.
Now another option. We got Ted Williams frozen head saying he could just tell her that he wants his money back.
Money, please.
That's not a bad way to go. You could go if it was a shitty date. You could ask for your money back. I see nothing wrong with that.
Money back.
We live in one of the we live in that feminist world where they want to split everything, and if you're paying for everything, you can ask for your money back. You ain't gonna get another date, and you ain't gonna go any further. But listen, if you don't want to go any further, you can go for that. So all right. Let's see if he gets it.
What is?
Or it could go this way.
All right, let's see if he gets it this time.
Well, so long.
Almost say what?
That is what we call avoiding sexual harassment allegations right there. That's what we call that.
Yeah.
Avoiding being Me Too'd. You ain't getting anywhere with that either.
Back then they used to call it Me One, but
Me One.
it was the earlier version of Me Too.
Where's he running off to though? He's like,
right off to
peace. I'm out of here.
Dude. No, I guess I am gay. I guess I do like dudes.
All right, now we got CW. CW. This is the way you go about it. Would you like to come to my apartment so I can test out the carpet?
Heyo.
All right. That's promising. That's promising. Now, there has to be some kind of build up to that though, because she's gonna look at you cross-eyed.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna go.
What if she? Now I'm looking cross-eyed. Are we talking about the carpet on the floor, or are we talking about her carpet? What if she ain't got a carpet?
The carpet that matches the drapes.
I mean, I'm curious. You know.
Blair Bear says she would say, Woody, whisper sweet nothings in my ear. Woody would then tell her, spread. I think I should read these before I read them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look. We're trying to teach Woody how to be a man. That's what we're trying to do. That's so. But we want him to be a nice man, a good man. But we want him to be successful at the same time. And ladies don't like no bitch.
Yeah, they don't. And also too, you got to be a smooth operator to some extent. You got to have.
You do.
You got to have some.
You do. All right. Well, he seems to be landing it on the third try each time.
Okay.
Right. Let's see if he lands it.
Just like that. After all, a girl likes to know you've had a good time. So let's try saying goodnight again. One more way.
One more way.
All right.
Well,
Does he land it
late.
this time?
Yes, it is. I'd ask you in for a bite to eat if it weren't so late. Let's plan to get home.
She'd ask him in for a bite to eat if it weren't so late.
Ooh.
Okay. So she would ask him in, but she ain't gonna ask him in. That's what I'm hearing right there.
That's a tease. That's why I hear tease, right?
Okay. All right. But that's a hint. That's a hint that there's some interest, but she's playing a little hard to get, right? A little bit.
Home in time for a sandwich or something next time.
Say, that sounds good.
All right, so she set it up. You got a next time. You've got a next time. All right, so what do you do at this point, Greg?
She didn't say no.
She didn't say no. What do you do at this point?
At this point, let's set up this next time.
All right, let's set up this next time. All right, guys, I want to know from you in the chat. What do you do at this point? All right, she's done let you know she's interested. She's playing a little hard to get. She's standing back. She said, I would invite you in if it weren't so late. I mean, from that point, you could go for the close. You say, it's really not all that late. You can try to push her luck, but you don't want to push too much because you want to let her feel like she's still somewhat in control. But what do you do now that she's saying next time? What do you do at this point, at this moment in time? Greg says you set up the next time. Okay, I go for that. All right. But I think there's something else that you got to do too. All right. Now we got Ted's frozen head saying, "Run like crazy," from her pimp. After you sniffer.
Oh, stiffer, not sniffer. Stiffer.
Yes.
You didn't get the money. Gotcha.
Yes.
I get that.
And we got CW saying, "You could polish my hard wood." I mean, he is Woody.
Yeah, you could. That's a funny joke. I mean,
It's a funny joke.
If she had a good sense of humor, she wouldn't
It's a funny joke.
pervy about it, but she would be like, "Hey, that's a funny joke." I like this guy.
We got World
Those
Rockumentary.
inappropriate jokes. I love them.
Yep, we got World Rockumentary saying first date is a warm embrace and a smooch on her cheek.
What?
And an arrangement for the second date. Okay.
No, first date is this.
You sure have got a pretty mouth.
That's first date. That's first date talk.
All right. Let's see how Woody goes. Here we go.
I'll call you next week.
Will you?
He's gonna call her next week.
Oh, yeah. String her out a little bit.
He ain't calling her tomorrow. Hell no. He ain't that needy. Fuck that. He ain't that needy. Nope. He's calling her next week.
Well, thanks so much. I had loads of fun.
So did I.
Good night, Woody.
Night, Ann.
You can do it! You can do it all night long!
He didn't get nothing!
Gay!
That's what
He
his
ain't
boys
get
would have said.
nothing!
That's what they would have said.
He ain't get nothing!
Yes, no nothing. He could have got a little smooch.
He got straight up played. That's what he ain't getting nothing. He didn't even go in for the kiss. I'm gonna tell you right now, Woody, you're gonna call her next week, and you're gonna say, "Hey, this is Woody," and she's gonna say, "Who?"
I text you something.
And
I text you a funny picture.
or she's gonna answer the phone and say, "Hey, Brian," and you're gonna say, "This isn't Brian. This is Woody." Oh, I remember you. Yeah. I'm already dating someone.
On a date? I think, yeah.
I'm already dating someone. You go in for the freaking kill, man.
Yeah. you gotta get her juices flowing towards you.
You gotta.
Because if the kiss works, if you're a good kisser, it's gonna leave an impression on her, and she's gonna be thinking about you all night long. You know why?
All night.
Because your feet are gonna be tired because you've been running behind.
That's right.
Take it from these two players. We know.
Or better yet, when she says, I'd invite you in, but it's kind of late. You say, agreed. It's kind of late for me to go home.
Oh, snap.
It's dangerous out there. You mind if I come in where it's safe? What do we got here? We got Lair Bear saying, tell her that the next time you will bring the beer.
I like the next one. Tell the next one.
Okay. We got first date. It's the popcorn trick at the movie.
Love that
If you
one.
don't know what the popcorn trick is, what that is you ask her to go get you some popcorn.
Yeah, that's
That's what that is. That's what that is, right? We've
for,
got
for the kids that are watching that are under 13.
yeah,
That's the
we
deal.
got Ted Williams' Frozen Head saying, make sure you wrap
Wrap that.
that rascal
Was he trying to say snake? Wrap that snake?
or wrap that rascal.
Okay. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Got to clarify that, Ted.
All right. But now, all right, now we got Rocky.
World Rock is giving us a whole step 2.
That's right. The second date is the makeout, and then she invites you in, and next thing you know, you're getting engaged to be married. Now, I got a funny story.
He's got a whole methodology, man. Check out World Rock.
He does.
He's an LA boy. That's why he's from LA.
Yeah. Now he says you have to make sure that you're mysterious on the first date, though. Okay.
All right, I get that.
All right. No slobbering on them on
Right.
first date. So you hold that to the second date. Okay. Now I find it funny, going back to this one where he says on the second date, next thing you know, you're engaged to get married and all that fun stuff. Okay. So my oldest son's mother, she was a fling when I was in the Navy, right? And when I met her, I was supposed to be leaving to go to Spain in 2 weeks, and I made it very clear to her that this was a fling. It was a temporary thing. We weren't sticking the out for this thing.
Girls don't listen.
I kid you not. A week later.
How old were you, by the way?
I was 19.
All right. Yeah.
So I kid you not. A week later, I swing by her house to pick her up. I forget where we were going. We were going somewhere, but I swing by her house to pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, quick, come inside. I step inside. She's got all these papers out all over her coffee table. And she says, I got good news. All we got to do is sign these papers and we can go to the courthouse tomorrow and get married and I can go to Spain with you.
What? Oh, wow. That's sad. No offense to...
I was just like,
I
was like, whoa, pause, hold on, stop, wait a second.
This is what happens when they say that.
Yeah. I was like, look, I don't even know your last name. I know your mother's name is Mom, and I know your brother's name is Little Shit. I ain't married you. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
What's this?